If you are not a US person and your coaching clients are American, the US entity exists because your clients expect a W-9 from you before they process payment. That is the operational driver. This unit walks the formation path correctly from outside the US, names the filings most non-US founders miss until they are delinquent, and points at the specialist pro the situation requires. The starting question for a non-US coach with American clients is whether to form a US entity at all, and the answer is almost always yes for one operational reason. US clients have W-9 in their accounts payable workflow as a default. They process invoices faster when the form is on file. They withhold by default when it is not. The entity is the document that makes the W-9 mechanical instead of an exception their finance team has to research. Formation, banking, treaty position, the annual filing most non-US founders miss, all 4 pieces in this unit. 2 formation paths, and the choice is about long-term cost against short-term speed. Stripe Atlas bundles a Delaware LLC, EIN application help, a Mercury bank account, and Stripe activation for around $500 at formation plus annual registered agent fees with Delaware franchise tax baked in. The DIY path lets you form in Wyoming or your most active client state, apply for EIN by mail or fax over 4 to 8 weeks, open Mercury once the EIN arrives, and activate Stripe separately. Lower long-term overhead, slower start. DIY wins for a solo coaching practice with no investor plans. Wyoming is the common choice because the annual fees are lower than Delaware, there is no franchise tax on most single-member LLCs, and there is no publication requirement of the kind New York imposes. Over 5 years, the difference between a Delaware bundle and a Wyoming DIY setup is real money. The Stripe Atlas speed advantage matters most if your clients are waiting on the W-9 and you need the entity live in 2 weeks rather than 10. EIN and ITIN solve different problems, and most non-US founders conflate them. EIN is the entity's tax identification number, required for any US LLC, used on every US tax filing, on every W-9 you issue, on every banking application. ITIN is the individual's identification number, required only when you personally have a US filing obligation. A non-US single-member LLC owner often has no US effectively connected income at the individual level, and therefore no ITIN need. Confirm with an international tax advisor before you apply for one you do not need. Mercury opens for non-US residents from most non-sanctioned countries on the strength of the entity documents, not on a US address or SSN. The application asks for the EIN confirmation letter, the articles of organization, the operating agreement, and the beneficial owner's passport. The entity itself does not need to have a US address. Account approval typically arrives within days of EIN receipt, which means the gating step for the entire setup is the EIN application, not the banking. Treaty position is filed per client, not per entity. The W-8BEN-E goes to each US client at the start of the engagement, certifying that you are a foreign entity and naming the treaty provision you are relying on. For most countries with a US tax treaty covering professional services, the position reduces withholding to 0 on coaching fees. Without the form on file, the default is 30% withholding, and the client either deducts it from your payment or creates a downstream liability problem. File W-8BEN-E first thing after formation with every new client. Form 5472 is the filing nobody mentions at formation and the one with the largest penalty for missing. Every foreign-owned single-member LLC owes a 5472 each year, even when there is no U.S. taxable income, even when there is nothing to report. The form goes in attached to a dummy Form 1120 by the entity's tax return due date, typically March 15th. Miss it and the penalty is $25,000 per year per form. The International Tax Advisor handles the filing as part of annual compliance. The cost of the advisor is trivial against the penalty for forgetting. Picture a UK coach with US executive clients who want USD invoicing via ACH. She files Form SS4 by fax for a Wyoming single-member LLC, and the EIN arrives in 5 weeks. Mercury opens on the strength of the EIN letter, the articles, and her UK passport. Stripe activates against the entity. She sends a W-8 Ben-E to each U.S. client claiming the UK-US treaty position, and withholding on her invoices runs at 0. At year-end, her international tax advisor files Form 5472 with a dummy 1120, reports no U.S. taxable income, and the penalty clock never starts. Screening the tax advisor takes 2 questions. Have you filed Form 5472 for foreign-owned single-member LLCs? And do you have experience with U.S. source income for non-U.S. coaching clients under treaty positions? If they have to look up either answer, they are not the right fit and you keep shopping. A specialist who has done this exact filing pattern before will quote a confident annual number. A generalist will quote a discovery call where they research the rules on your dime. Before formation day, search U.S. Income Tax Treaty plus your country on the IRS website. If your country has a treaty covering professional services, you have a position to claim on the W-8 Ben-E and your withholding drops to 0. If your country does not have a treaty, the 30% default applies, and the cost of operating with U.S. clients is materially different. The International Tax Advisor is the required pro before formation, not after. Bring the answer to the search to that first call so the conversation starts from your specific facts.